Javier Paredes,
and
yes.
And your wine's called Torreón de Paredes.
Torreón de Paredes, exactly. The Torreón, it's a building that it was built in the mid 1700s by the Spaniards in Chile. It's mainly for surveillance purposes. And it became the symbol of the winery and the project. When my father bought this piece of land some 30 years ago, did not envision to build up a vineyard. It was pretty much by chance. But when he discovered the real potential of what he had bought, he immediately, started working on a project to build up a vineyard. So he was a very courageous man. Most of his friends were saying, "What are you doing? You're not going to see those vines, yielding wine grapes ever." But he managed to live the long life. He passed away at the age of 95. So fortunately, he could see the results of his work, and he saw the name of Torreón de Paredes wines thrive not just in Chile but abroad. We've been making wines for over 500 years. Wine was brought by the Spaniards to the New World, especially to South America, as a part of their culture. Not just a wine for daily consumption, but also a wine for religious purposes. Within the Catholic Mass. So you see, Chile has a long-standing tradition of viticulture. We've been making wine for many years. And there are reasons for that, not just the long-standing tradition, but also because Chile has an ideal, geographical and conditions to grow wine. Although Chile is a very long and narrow country, the Central Valley of Chile, where everything takes place, it's probably one of the best terroir for wine growing in the world. We have a very well protected valley. The Pacific Ocean proximity, the majestic Andes on the east, and as I said, the four seasons clearly defined, very long summers, and all types of soil structure, to grow all types of grape varieties. So I think Chile probably has one of the most ideal conditions for wine growing, and great professionals. We just have great winemakers and enologists that have proved that they can make world-class wines. I think that our Cabernet Sauvignon, it's pretty much the grape that put Chile on the map. The quality of the Cabernet Sauvignon in Chile, it's definitely world-class, and it has also its special notes. It had some eucalyptus notes, and it's definitely a wine that it could be distinguished from the other. But we truly believe that you start making wine at the vineyard level by producing excellent quality grapes. And I think all the attention and all the care we put, in terms of toiling those grapes and making those wines, it's really, what makes us different. The larger your production is, the less time you have for details. So you see, our advantage and our uniqueness is the time for details that we have at the vineyard level and at the winemaking level. By being a smaller producer, you could pay attention to certain things that you can't when you have an operation of a larger scale. It's part of our life, so we can present the wines in a different way and make them more unique, because there's only one Torreón de Paredes and 1 million bottles of Torreón de Paredes wine, and that comes from Rengo, at the foothills of the Andes Mountains, and made by the Paredes brothers. That's our signature. We are one of the few wineries that is ISO 14001 certified in Chile. That means that we comply to the most strict standards of protection of the environment and human health. And that is very important, because wine it's considered a product like a food. You see, it belongs to the food industry, and on top of that, wine is supposed to be a natural product. On that respect, coming up with a very nice quality grape that has not been bombarded with chemicals, and also because when it comes to making those wines, we try to keep it as natural as possible. We try not to be too creative, and if it doesn't have the necessary acidity, just to add acid, or if it's not sweet enough, add sugar. We try to keep it natural. It's a family business, but it's very professionally run. We have a French winemaker, we have viticulturists, we have scientists, assisting us and giving us outside and inside counsel all the time. That is the only way that we could keep up to what the world is willing and wishing to drink today. So it's a great challenge for us, and a great legacy of work, the one we have with Alvaro, to continue on with this incredible way of working every day. I mean, we really consider that doing what we're doing, it's a privilege for us. So, Alvaro, it's a trained architect, and I'm a lawyer. I'm an attorney by profession.